Welcome to another video. I'm back with another top 10 recommendation. Be sure to subscribe for regular updates. And without further delay, let's get into the top 10. Before we start the video, I just want to give a quick shout out to Overtime who recommended this top 10. I would also like to take the opportunity to tell you guys that I have a Discord server where you can give your own recommendations of things for me to read or things for me to make videos on. So if you want to join, just head over to the description where you have a link to join. I'll definitely see you there. Number 10 comes with Itaewon Class. Itaewon Class is a manhwa that combines elements of revenge, business, action, and a little bit of romance, all while highlighting the power of individual values and independence. The story revolves around Park, an ex-convict who is determined to achieve his dreams of overthrowing the family that stole his father away from him, all while living the life that his father wanted for him. One of the strengths of Itaewon Class is the well-crafted characters that surround the protagonist, all of whom have their own beliefs and motivations. The interactions between them and the protagonist are realistic, with everyone having their own reasons and no one being portrayed as entirely right or wrong. This approach gives the story depth and makes it more engaging. Overall, Itaewon Class is an enjoyable read for beginners that keep you hooked from start to end. The story doesn't feel overbearing and there are no wishy-washy developments or contradictions. It's also worth mentioning that it's completed, so many people would have a great time with this one. If you are more into horror instead of the normal slice of life, I bring you number 9, Sweet Home. Sweet Home is a manhwa that brings together horror and apocalyptic elements in a unique way. The story revolves around a reclusive high school student who is forced to leave his home after a family tragedy. He soon discovers that the world is being threatened by monsters that are trying to wipe out humanity. Along with a group of survivors, he must fight to save the world from these monstrous threats. The plot of Sweet Home is gripping and intense, with plenty of action and suspense to keep the readers engaged. The main characters are well developed and the reader can easily empathize with their struggles as they fight to survive. While the story is well paced and engaging, there are some areas that could have been improved. For example, world building could have been more extensive with more exploration of the virus that has caused the monsters to emerge. But besides that, I do think this is a great read for beginners and fans of the horror genre. I would also like to mention that if you enjoy this story, there are two more, Bastard and Shotgun Boy, which are made by the same author, so why not give them all a try? Leaving the horror aside and jumping into something with a little bit more action, we have a martial arts classic, Nanomachine. Nanomachine is a manhwa that perfectly blends nanotechnology and martial arts, creating an unforgettable world that readers won't want to leave. The story follows Yeon-hoon, a young man from Machine Academy who is competing against his powerful half-siblings for the position of minor priest. In a bid to level the playing field, Yeon-hoon receives a mysterious nanomachine injection from a future descendant. As he trains and grows stronger, he must navigate the treacherous world of the academy and confront his own mistakes in order to achieve his goal. The characters in Nanomachine are complex and well developed, with individual personalities that grow and change throughout the story. The mentors who guide the protagonist are particularly noteworthy, providing valuable advice and teaching him how to become a better fighter. Overall, Nanomachine is a masterpiece of the manhwa genre, with a well-crafted plot, complex characters, and stunning artwork. It's no surprise that this series has earned high praise and attention, and it deserves all the accolades it received. Fans of action and revenge stories will undoubtedly enjoy Nanomachine and should definitely give it a read. In number 7 we have The Reason Why Raeliana Ended Up at the Duke's Mansion. A little bit of romance never hurt anybody, and if that's what you like, then this might be something you enjoy. The Reason Why Raeliana Ended Up at the Duke's Mansion is a shoujo isekai manhwa that stands out from its fresh take on the genre. The protagonist, Hyuna, wakes up in a novel story only to be poisoned to death by her own betrothed, and she's determined to change her story. The plot is engaging and the mystery surrounding Hyuna's first death adds another layer to intrigue. What sets this work apart from other shoujo isekai manhwa is that the protagonist takes action to protect herself and the hero doesn't fall in love with her instantly. The characters are well developed and charming and the artwork is beautiful. The manhwa provides a light-hearted romance that is easy to follow and enjoyable. Definitely an easy read for someone who has just started, and you would be happy to know that this work is also getting an anime adaptation soon. Number 6 comes with Omniscient Reader. Omniscient Reader is an exciting manhwa that delivers a unique and gripping storyline. The protagonist, Dokja, is a web novel enthusiast who unexpectedly becomes the main character of his favorite novel. However, as the story unfolds, he realizes that his beloved novel is slowly turning into reality, and is the only person aware of how the apocalypse will end. With his knowledge, he sets out to change the course of the story and prevent the end of humankind. The plot is intense and full of twists and turns, with unpredictable scenarios that will keep readers on the edge of their seat. The world building is intricate, and the various characters are well developed and engaging. In my opinion, Omniscient Reader is a masterpiece that is worth reading for any fans of the fantasy and science fiction genres. The story is well written and the characters are compelling and relatable. The manhwa is a roller coaster of emotions with thrilling action scenes, heartwarming moments, and humorous interactions that will keep the readers entertained. I highly recommend this manhwa to anyone looking for a fresh and exciting story. In number 5 we have The Beginning After the End. Now, this is one of my favorite rebirth type of stories and plenty of people enjoy it too, so I do think it's a great story for people to start with. The story follows the rebirth of Art into a new world filled with magic and monsters where he has a chance to relive his life and correct his past mistakes. The manhwa features an interesting blend of martial arts and magic, which provides a unique and engaging experience for readers. Art is a well-written character who is relatable and likable. The manhwa also explores themes of self-discovery, growth, and the consequences of one's action, which are all relevant and relatable to readers. There's plenty of action, not to mention some very badass moments, so if you are someone who loves thrill, this might be for you. Overall, The Beginning After the End is an enjoyable manhwa, with an interesting plot and well-written characters. It is a great choice for fans of the rebirth genre, or those who enjoy a blend of martial arts and magic in their stories. And of course, I could not make this top 10 without mentioning the one and only Solo Leveling. This story single-handedly brought over so many people to the world of manhwa, and that's one hell of a good reason to include it in this top 10. Solo Leveling is a thrilling manhwa that follows the story of E-class hunter Sung Jin-woo, who is considered the weakest of them all. Jin-woo is determined to improve his life, and his strength comes when his party discovers a hidden dungeon. However, what he finds is not what he had expected, and is forced to fight for his life against powerful monsters. As Jin-woo continues to battle his way through the dungeon, he discovers a mysterious power that allows him to level up his abilities and become stronger than anyone else. In my opinion, Solo Leveling is a great manhwa for fans of the overpowered protagonist genre. The story is fast-paced and action-packed with plenty of thrilling battles that keep readers on the edge of their seats. The art style is also top-notch, with detailed and dynamic illustrations that bring the characters and monsters to life. While the world building and character development may not be as deep as in another similar manhwa, the focus on Jinwoo's journey to becoming stronger is what makes this series so compelling. Overall, I highly recommend Solo Leveling to anyone looking for a thrilling and exciting read. In number 3 we have True Beauty. Stepping away from the action, we have some slice of life romance. True Beauty is a manhwa that is both visually stunning and tells a relatable story of a young girl navigating the pressures of beauty and social status in high school. The main character is a shy and insecure girl who transforms herself into a stunning beauty through makeup tutorial. Her newfound beauty leads to popularity and admiration, but it also comes with the burden of hiding her true self. There's also a love triangle that adds an extra layer of drama and tension to the story. However, the plot can be frustrating at times, and the character development is not always consistent. While the art is gorgeous, it's not enough to carry the story on its own. While you might feel lost in the story sometimes, I do believe that this is a great read for beginners in the genre, and I'm sure you will agree once you start reading it. If none of these captivated you so far, maybe this one will. An amazing sports story called Windbreaker. Windbreaker is an amazing coming-of-age manhwa that follows the story of Jay, the student president of Sunny High, who is not only a brilliant student but also an extreme biker with high techniques. The manhwa's plot takes us on a journey of Jay's life, and the friends he meets along the way. With every chapter, we witness the struggles and triumphs of the characters, their relationship, and their passion for biking. The characters in Windbreaker are not just well written but also relatable. They are all unique in their own ways, and their stories are crafted with depth and care, giving the reader a sense of connection to their lives. The manhwa also teaches us about bike racing, terminology, parts, and road manners, making it an enjoyable learning experience. Overall, Windbreaker is an incredibly well-crafted story with beautiful artwork and engaging plot, and amazing character development as well. It is a must-read for anyone who enjoys slice-of-life stories or is looking for a story that captures the spirit of sports. And in number 1 we have The Gamer. The Gamer follows the story of Ji-han, who gains the ability to see and interact with the world as if it's a video game. His tasks in real world initiate experience earning quests, and he discovers that there are monsters to be killed, special skills to be learned, and others who have similar abilities. The story consists of a lot of grinding and leveling up, which is something I don't mind, but I do realize it may not be for everyone. There's plenty of action, and one of the aspects that really stands out is the comedy. This is definitely a work I feel like people should read, especially if you are into stories with game elements. Not to say that this is a perfect story, but it might be the perfect story to start off with. These were some of the manhwa that I think beginners should take a look at. What do you think? Do you have any others that you think would be better? Let me know in the comments down below. If this video helped you in any way, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to activate the ring bell so you don't miss any videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.